Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of stress, worries, or tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath, enabling you to, as you breathe in and breathe out, notice any clues of tension, perhaps in your forehead, jaw, neck, or shoulders. So as you breathe in and breathe out, just decide that it's okay to let that tension go. Feel it melting away, and as you breathe out, feel it leave your body in your outward breath. As you focus on the sound of my voice, notice with your eyes closed, you can become more aware of the rhythm of your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you slow down your breathing, notice a deeper level of calm and relaxation. Breathing in and breathing out. As your body starts to relax, allow your imagination to awaken. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine a beautiful cove, a serene beach. Imagine seeing the waves. And I want you to imagine seeing a cove with a rocky coastline, maybe cliffs and rocks that go out into the water. Perhaps you can even imagine an archway where over time the consistent waves pounding the rocks chipped away and created an impressive arch. And I want you to get a sense that the activity is on the surface of the sea. Breathe in and breathe out. And imagine that the waves on the surface of the sea represent the conscious mind. And even if there are big waves pounding at the rocks on the surface, underneath the water, it can be calm and peaceful. As you breathe in and breathe out, just imagine there is a comfortable bed there on the beach, perhaps on sand or rocks. Maybe there's sunshine, and just imagine placing yourself there on the bed. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice a slow, calm rhythm. Breathing in and breathing out, I will count down from 5 to 1, and with each descending number, you will imagine releasing any tension or stress to enable you to drift into a wonderful feeling of complete calm and relaxation. 5, focusing on the muscles in your forehead and jaw, breathing in, breathing out, and just releasing that tension. 4, focusing on the muscles in the neck and the shoulder. That's it, just releasing all of that tension now. Arms feeling limp, loose, heavy. They're on that bed on that beach. 3, your internal organs start to relax. That's it. 2, have a wonderful feeling that your legs are getting limp, loose, and heavy. And then 1, just imagine what it would feel like to fall asleep on this strange bed in this serene cove. And now, within your imagination, notice in this dreamlike state, you're able to imagine going into the water while your physical body stays there, breathing in oxygen on the bed. Allow your imagination to explore the world underwater. Breathing in, breathing out. There on the bed, but in your imagination, there is no need to think of breathing. And feel that you can wade into the water. Imagine that you can see perfectly under the surface of the water. Because it's your imagination, imagine you can breathe like a fish breathes. No need to even think about breathing, just allowing you to get the oxygen you need. And then imagine swimming under the water, all the way down, breathing in and breathing out, and feeling a sense of calm serenity there as you go deeper and deeper under the surface of the sea. Feel a calmness, a quietness, as you continue to go deeper, deeper down until you can find the perfect part of the seabed where you're surrounded by interesting things. Maybe you can see the fish. And maybe you can feel the softness of the sand right there on the seabed. I want you to get a sense that it's quiet here, calm here. And imagine at the very bottom of the sea represents the deepest part of your subconscious mind, and everything above you is how far away you are from the conscious mind. Breathing in and breathing out. Just get a sense of calm tranquility there at the bottom of the sea. I will count down from 10 to 1, and you will focus on different parts of your body, feeling that you can release all the tension. 10, focusing on the tiny muscles around your eyelids. And release that tension now. 9, focus on the tiny muscles around your ears and the back of your head. And release that now. 8, focus now on the muscles around your mouth and jaw. Become aware of them and then release it. Feeling like the tension is just dissipating into the seawater that surrounds you. 7, now focusing on your neck, upper shoulders, just release any tension. Feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. The movement of the water around you just takes you into a wonderful place of calm and relaxation. 5, arms just feel weightless, without gravity there in the water. Feel a warm sensation of the water on your skin. That's it. 5 goes to 4. And just feel, even on the inside, especially your gut and your diaphragm, just releasing any feelings of tension, any stress, any worries. Feel them melting away and flowing out into the sea. Imagine picturing your stomach. And imagine your stomach is now shrinking, 20% smaller than it was before. Getting a sense that you need less food than you think. 4, focusing on the muscles in your legs and just feeling this deep sense of calm tranquility there at the bottom of the ocean. 3 and then 2, and then just feel almost like a free diver at the bottom of the sea with an infinite breath that can last forever. Feeling a deep calm, a deep feeling of relaxation, feeling a deepness in your subconscious mind where change takes place. want you to find there on the bottom of the sea an unusual shell. Just stare into the patterns and the design of the shell as 2 becomes 1, becomes 0, and just get lost in the interesting shapes and patterns of the shell as your mind opens up to the possibility of change. Breathing in and breathing out. I want you to envision your body perhaps as a building, like a temple, perhaps as something even bigger. Imagine it growing stronger and more defined with each day. A testament to your dedication to getting lean and strong. I want you to stare at an imaginary temple just in your imagination and focus on the foundations. And as you focus on the foundation, you realize and accept the temple could not exist without the foundation. And perhaps the very core of your being is the foundation that can enable increased strength and a faster metabolism. Just like the calmness of the water beneath the surface of the ocean, feel a sense of calm determination as you acknowledge that plateaus are just rest points on your journey, not the end of your progress. Recall the rhythm of past good habits, almost like a familiar melody, guiding you back to the path of consistent health and fitness. I want you to imagine a cartwheel just floating by at the bottom of the sea, and imagine your core muscles as the sturdy center of a wheel from which all of your strength radiates, supporting both body and mind. With every step you take on your walks, picture the excess fat melting away. Each step a building block, a slow, consistent erosion of body fat, revealing a future lean physique. Believe that every walk is like a gentle sculptor, chiseling away at any unwanted weight, crafting the form that you desire. Perhaps you can swim to a different part of the seabed. As you do so, visualize momentum as your ally, its force growing with every healthy choice, propelling you towards your goals. The sea has tides, and the tide that you're in right now is that of incremental progress and slow, steady momentum. Recognize the evolution of change within you, small and consistent, like the gradual rising of the sun, illuminating the dawn of your new self. And maybe you can acknowledge that no good choice is wasted. Each one a valuable contribution to the masterpiece that is your health, energy, and vitality. And I wonder what would happen if you embrace the idea that feeling satisfied is more fulfilling than being full, a sign of true nourishment for your body. As you think back to the past and the present, you can trust in the wisdom of your body, understanding that it requires less food than you think, guiding you to eat mindfully. Think about your beliefs and how, just like the rocks in the ocean have eroded and evolved, that your beliefs have also evolved over time. And what if you were to believe that every nutritious meal strengthens your body, just as every workout fortifies your muscles? Allow the desire for excess food to drift away like a piece of old wood in the ocean, or like leaves in a stream, leaving behind only what is beneficial for you. And maybe you can adopt the mantra, less is more, finding joy in the space and lightness that comes from mindful eating. I want you to think of your willpower as an unbreakable chain, much like a chain connecting a boat to an anchor on the seafloor, linking one positive decision to another, as your willpower creates an armor of health around you. I want you to look at the seafloor and realize it was created in its entirety by slow, steady erosion, currents, and movement of water consistently over time change the landscape on which you're surrounded. And like these slow erosion and evolutions, you can find comfort in the consistency of your actions, knowing that each good habit is a brick in the foundation of your long-term goal. Too much control is out of control, and you can still build momentum by enjoying meals every now and then just for enjoyment. And they can become momentum by using them as a springboard to get back on track to those habits and choices that you know in the long term will give you the strength, leanness, and confidence you desire. Accept the subconscious suggestion that your vitality and zest for life grow with each healthy choice you make. A well-balanced meal and the satisfaction that comes from that is itself a signal of success, a signpost on your road, a new path to becoming lean and strong. Think of all the progress you've made so far as you continue to think of what represents new things you can do to evolve even more. And maybe it's as simple as walking a bit more frequently, or perhaps taking a walk instead of taking a taxi. And maybe it's doing those exercises that you know will strengthen your core and therefore the very foundation to which more strength and fitness can be built upon. You already know that your journey is not just about losing weight, but gaining a whole new perspective on wellness and strength, and unlocking a new lease of life, a new, evolved, enhanced version of you, as you welcome the idea that with each mindful bite, you are building the body you envision, a sanctuary of strength and vitality. I want you to imagine somewhere on the seabed is a mirror. But this mirror shows the future version of you that you're becoming. And sometimes it shows 2 months ahead in the future, and sometimes 6 months, and sometimes longer. So as you find that mirror at the bottom of the sea, look into that mirror and see how all these tiny but consistent choices are building and evolving to create a future version of you where you are beaming with confidence, energy, vitality, and are the epitome of lean strength and confidence. As you see that future self, feel a wonderful feeling of reassurance. You are on the right path. You are on the right track. You are doing the very things that are taking you towards a version of you that you can be proud of, but also enjoy becoming. Imagine, just like that free diver, you're now swimming back up to the surface with a new lease of life and energy, and then swim back to the beach there on a cove as you see someone just like you lying on a well-made bed there resting upon sand. See yourself looking relaxed and calm and peaceful, and then imagine stepping into that version of you, taking all of these strategies, ideas, and momentum with you. Imagine leaving the bed, feeling bare feet on sand, and feeling you have the ability to evolve, to level up, to take that next step in the journey you're on for incremental progress. As you look out, now on the surface of the sea, feel a wonderful feeling of optimism and positive intention as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're returning to the present as you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connecting fully with the present moment, as very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, motivated, eager to build even more momentum on this journey of growth and evolution. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.